Your bite-sized daily roundup of the biggest news from the world of film. This is the Daily Reel with Van Connor.
Good morning. Today's Wednesday, April the 21st. The day that, in 1989, saw the release of Pet Sematary and Field of Dreams, and in 1995 was the day that Basketball Diaries and While You Were Sleeping came to cinemas. It's birthday to James McAvoy, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, Andy McDowell and Charles Grodin, and in 2021, it's the day these are the news stories worth talking about. Sony's forthcoming sequel to the Oscar-winning Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse has set a team of animation all-stars to direct. Joaquin Dos Santos, Kemp Powers and Justin K. Thompson will all co-direct the picture, on which production has already begun. Dos Santos is best known for directing episodes of the cult masterpiece Avatar: The Last Airbender and its sequel series The Legend of Korra, and for his work as a showrunner on Netflix's hugely successful Voltron reboot. Powers co-wrote and co-directed Pixar's latest, Soul, which is presently up for 3 Academy Awards, including Best Feature, and Thompson, meanwhile, served as the chief production designer on the first Spider-Verse flick. In a statement, the trio said, "The crew behind Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse set such a ridiculously high bar, and we're humbled to take on the challenge of charting the next chapter in the story of Miles Morales." Producers Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who both oversaw the previous film, will return to produce its sequel. Lord also co-wrote the original with screenwriter Rodney Rothman, but it appears the sequel will have a script from both Lord and Miller, with assistance from Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Ring scribe David Callahan. The duo released their own rather wholesome statement, which read, "We are so lucky to have Joaquin, Justin and Kemp on the Spider-Verse team. They are all superheroes at what they do, and each brings a unique sensibility to the Spider-Verse. We honestly just like them and want to be their friends, and we're hoping working on this movie together for the next few years will totally make that happen." Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 is currently set for the 7th of October next year.
How do I stop? Can they hear my thoughts? Why are all my thoughts so loud?
I know you snuck out last night, Morales.
Play dumb. Who's Morales? Not that dumb.
Drink great gin. Make a difference. We handcraft our gins with only the finest botanicals and use our profits to support charities and initiatives that provide relief to struggling hospitality workers. Visit hospitalitygin.co.uk to find out more. Hospitality Gin. Drink great gin. Make a difference.
The upcoming Boy George biopic has begun to move forward, shifting studios, commencing casting and setting a start date. The predictably titled Karma Chameleon was previously due to be an MGM production, but with the Bond studio noticeably trimming down its slate, the feature has now moved to Millennium Media, where it'll replace the studio's formerly announced and swiftly cancelled Milli Vanilli biopic. That project was due to be helmed by director and accused sex criminal Brett Ratner, before backlash from campaigners and the Me Too organisation forced Millennium to rethink their plans. Casting is currently underway for the new movie, with 1917's Danny Mays announced to be on board to portray Boy George's father. The hunt for an actor to portray the Culture Club frontman is now said to be the priority. In previous asides to the press, Boy George made comments suggesting that a current pop star would be up to the task, with many taking his suggestions to point towards Grammy winner Sam Smith. As things stand, however, it's expected that the studio will focus on finding an actor first and foremost, with Wonder Woman casting director Kate Ringsell given the unenviable task. No release date as yet, but Karma Chameleon will be directed by Hitchcock's Sasha Gervasi from a screenplay he penned himself, with production set to begin this summer in London and Bulgaria.
Hello. What inspired you to dress the way you do?
Not that question again. Well, I suppose the boredom of everyday life, and I think everybody else looks dull in comparison to me, so that's the reason, really.
Everybody else looks dull in comparison to you.
I think so, yeah, don't you?
And finally, sticking with the theme of iconic musical artists, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson signed on to produce and star in the thriller Free Agents. The feature will be a sports-themed heist movie following a team of professional American football players who conspire to steal from their league's exploitative owners. Fiddy's set to play the crew's ringleader, a veteran linebacker who draws the film's young protagonist into his dangerous scheme. A release schedule for Free Agents is yet to be announced, but helm of the recent Hilary Swank adult thriller Fatale, Dion Taylor will direct the feature for Lionsgate, having written the script himself from a story with his creative partner, Joe. As 9 months comes to Mubi today, while Amazon Prime are adding Merentau, Muay Giant, The Hero of Color City, and Venus and Serena. On Freeview tonight, there's First Man showing on 4/7, The Man with the Golden Gun and Heartbreak Ridge on ITV4, 2016's Ghostbusters and Independence Day are on Film 4, A Fistful of Dollars is on the Paramount Network, the Horror Channel are showing Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Bus Party to Hell, and on Sony Movies you can catch In the Line of Fire and How I Spent My Summer Vacation. While the Sky Cinema and Now TV premiere for today is the Japanese disaster drama Fukushima 50. That was the Daily Reel for Wednesday the 21st of April. Keep it cinematic and we'll see you tomorrow.
The Daily Reel is a Candystore production, presented by Van Connor and written by Calvin Prickett. All information is correct at the time of writing, and source links are in the description for each episode. Don't forget to rate, review and subscribe on all good podcast platforms, or ask Alexa to install the Daily Reel skill for your morning flash briefing. Follow the show on social at Daily Reel Pod, and we'll be back every weekday. Until then, keep it cinematic.